content, enjoy. I didn't even know there was a Haley one. I was really surprised at that. Yeah. Can you believe? I'm gonna forget about that there. All right, back to our Valaris farm. There is a Haley one. Harvey, okay. Harvey might be kind of cool. That's exactly. Yeah, Mama Rin, I didn't get that at all. I don't know why. I had everything in. But here we are. I've got a question, everyone. Why do I have 2 rooms? What? We had 1 room before. Why do we have 2 rooms? Did I upgrade this house? There's a Starian. I feel like we have an extra room right now. I feel burnt out in your absence. But when I hear that sound of muddy boots on wood, my heart rises from the ash. Vi, I was just thinking about you. Is it because I was walking around with my boots? Maybe you sensed it. Okay. So, tell me about your day. All right. Well, because you're married to 2 people? You're right! You're right! So hold on a minute! Wait, so my house is just gonna keep expanding with their special rooms because I'm getting married to Gail and, like, other people? That happens? Wow. Well, we have 2 days before we get married to Gail. So, good luck to us all, I guess. That is hilarious. That is so funny to me. Stop it. I did forget about Gail already. So much stuff has been going on. 1 week from today. Okay. Be quiet, cat. I'm literally gonna have a mansion because of my harem. Did you ever think in our young town this would ever happen to us? Look at us now. The regular corn. Y'all, game, you are killing me. We still have so much to do. Okay, and I also have to work on the... Why? Why? We also have to work on the deluxe barn. I need to fish for gold, and I need a large goat milk. So let's focus on seeing if we can get the large goat milk today and not screw it up. You think so? Wait, I love your mods. Thank you. Yeah, all the ones that I have can be found here. I really like the aesthetically pleasing mods. Why are you pissed at me? What's wrong? Did I forget to feed you? You don't have any grass in here, so yep. Whoops. You know what? Just out of abundance of caution, I think I'm going to give my poor babies some grass. We'll put it like over here because they're starving. And I don't think I've been taking care of them that well. Okay. That's fine. We'll delete the rest of that. All right. Let's go. Black Widow, but instead of killing them, they get their own room instead. Exactly. We're going to see how big I can make my house before the game says I think I'm going to just call it quits. Large milk, let's go. Oh. Damn. I'm so lucky I got 1. I'm so lucky. Now, wait a second. I thought it said I needed... Oh, no, I need a large goat milk. I didn't need this one. Darn it. Oh, I'm awful. So I have all of them that have been released so far, but I haven't checked on it. So I've got Karlak, I've got Gale, and I've got Astarion. That's all that I have so far. If they've updated it since then, I don't have anybody else. Should I make void mayonnaise? Well, I guess it's too late for that. I guess I am. Why am I an egg behind? I didn't have one. Let's go! So proud of you, Silver. How'd it go? Is there an Akatar mod? Somebody's got to search. If there is, we'll make another save file. We'll do another mod showcase day. You better believe it. Okay, I've got 2 gold corn now. That's good. We should run around and pick the berries for berry season. Thanks for the follows. Thank you, thank you. We'll get gold soon. We've got enough wood and stone for the deluxe barn, but we just don't have the money for it yet. But I want to get my foraging up. So we should go berry picking. What is my foraging at right now? That's 6. Yeah. She was sweet. Proud of yourself for asking what you needed. You got your IUD out. Oh my god, already? That's amazing. Hell yeah, let's go. You deserve to treat yourself today, baby. We get some love and hype in the chat for Silver. That is awesome, honey. I'm so happy for you, and I'm sure a weight's been lifted off your shoulders, and now you can just relax. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Hell yeah, you'll love to see it. The most recent any kind of mods regarding them are in Skyrim. That's it. I really thought there would have been a certain subset of a gamer, or a modder, I should say, that has read Akatar and wants to put it in a game. I feel like I'm more surprised about Baldur's Gate 3 mods for Stardew Valley in comparison. You know? Or like maybe that there would be some vampire mods. I can't be the only one, right? And this is not me being judgmental towards other people. I'm not a modder. I don't know what goes into this stuff. I wouldn't know. But I'm surprised. I really thought the crossover between the Akatar babes and the Stardew babes would have been higher. You were anxious? I bet. Time to book a fun hair appointment. Yes! Did I ever get... I have a back... I already fully upgraded, yeah. I was thinking of my other save. This is the only problem now that we've done multiple saves. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get my bearings for this one. Could be because the lull and Stardew updates hit when Akatar did. True. That is a great, great, great thing that we were forgetting. You're so right. So maybe there really wasn't a crossover because maybe they were reading instead of playing Stardew. I get that. Wasn't as many berries as I thought there would be. And our pickaxe is finished today too, so I could go over and just pick that up from Clunt. And I have a mystery package I want to open up anyway. Yay, it's gold! Give me something good. What is that? Stuffing. Okay. Guess I'll take it. Do I have my fishing rod? I do. Yeah, let's go fishing for the rest of the day. We do need money. Money, 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 money! Money! Trying to put Remy back to sleep because she wakes up crying. Oh, the poor thing. You're one of those moments where you realize you sat in your daughter's nursery rocking her to sleep, so naturally the motion demons came out. It's nice to remember those moments. That's really cute. Thanks for sharing that with us, Deloria. I know we got a lot of nerd camp babies in here. We took Charlotte and Kubu to daycare yesterday, and they were exhausted. They came home, they both passed out. And I know that dogs aren't akin to children, but there are children, at least for right now. Maybe for forever, who knows? And you should have seen the amount of photos that myself and Kip took while they were passed out last night. And we were snuggling with them, and they were letting us snuggle. They were such good babies. Feels like a fever dream, yeah? Oh, I forgot I put on infinite energy. Let me take that off. At least for this. Infinite health, infinite stamina. Yeah. Whoopsies. And post them? Do you want me to post them in the Discord? Am I depriving you of my sweethearts? I will. Remind me tonight and I'll post them. I'm so sorry. You're right. You're so right. Charlotte is so funny because the way that she was splayed out last night, her feet were up like on the back of the sofa. And I'm like, how do you lay like that? How do you just keep your legs up like that? Do you want me to deprive the people of Rocky pics? No! After he got attacked as a pup, we could never get him to socialize with other dogs. Oh, I bet he was so scared. Yeah. Family is family. No, for sure. Cats, sure. Is that a thing that the cats do? Is it? Kubo does the same thing, and Charlotte never used to. She used to basically just, like, stay curled up as in a little ball. I don't know what got into her lately. She loves it. They're still tired from yesterday. We honestly only need to take them to doggy daycare maybe once a month. Otherwise, they don't really need it, and then they get too tired. How many do I have? 2! A rusty spoon and a diamond. Okay, I'm gonna sell everything else back at the house. Just want to double check that I don't need anything, and I shouldn't. We're done with the fish. Right? Yeah, nothing is going over. Cool. So ladylike. What a lady. I'm gonna keep that. We'll keep those. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep everything else. Age? Do you think so? Well, Charlotte is older than Kubu, right? And she does it. And Kubu is younger than Charlotte. And he does it. I wonder if it's like tiredness level, exhaustion level. Like, oh man, once it hits like 70%, the feeties come up. The beans need to be shown off to the world. Kubu does that too. Charlotte doesn't really, and if she does, that's fine. But Kubu, like, you know. Sometimes I forget that Kubu's a boy dog until he rolls over and his crotch is just out. It's like a jump scare, people. Can really get to you. Makes me concerned. I hope we get a lot of money. I don't think we're obviously going to get $25,000. But we need more. Why you prefer female dogs? Do you find that they're more aggressive, though? Because I want to know if Charlotte is just the way she is because she's the way she is, or if it's because she's a lady. Look, Ma, I got a wiener. Yes, you do, son. Now put that away. Then a peener jump scare. It used to be worse when he was younger because I obviously never had a male dog before. I've only ever had Charlotte. And before we got him fixed, it was a very scary time in the household because I didn't know what happens to dogs before you get them fixed. So he was just walking down one day and I'm like, oh my God, what is hanging off of, oh my God, this is what people talk about? Terrifying. Terrifying. Like lipstick. Yes, exactly. Like MAC lipstick. Wouldn't recommend it at all. She's not spayed yet. Maybe that has something to do with it. Well, Charlotte is spayed, though. She's a little bitch. I say this lovingly. They're more aggressive before fixing. Are they? Okay. Willie, welcome on back. Depends on the breed, socialization, genetics. Okay. You ever reread a fic that has smut? But smut isn't the main focal point. You just skip the smut scenes. No, I read it all. I read it all, personally. Because I'm there for the story and all aspects of the story if I'm rereading something. But that could just be me. Asking for me, not a friend. No, I like rereading it for every part of it. Otherwise, I would pick something else to read. Does he have size? He was done late, I think. Is it true that that can still happen even after they get fixed? Because that's what Kip said, and it hasn't happened to Kubu, but I'm like, I don't know. I got my guard up for it. More chill in your experience? Okay. Yeah, whenever we get another dog, we wanted to do a lady again. And Kubu has had a really good time with his fellow lab pack at doggy daycare. So we were thinking yellow lab. Now, this would not be anytime soon. In fact, I really don't think while we have Charlotte with us, I would like to get another dog. I don't really think I want to have... Ooh, chicken statue. I don't think I want to have 3 dogs. And I want to emphasize, you know, the next few years with Charlotte because she's going to be 10 next year. And I want to spend all the time I can with her while she's still with us. But I think we're going to do a lady dog again next. He doesn't know what to do with it. It does, Manda. Oh, my God. Ghost fanfic? Oh, no, Deloria. That's awful. That's awful. That's disgusting. Can you share the link in the Discord? Like, I want to read about it and be disgusted. Right? Doesn't everybody? Shan, take care. We might end a little bit earlier today. I kind of wanted to get to Thursday, but I don't know if I got it in me. I'm kind of hungry. We might call it here, folks, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to sell stuff and we're going to go to sleep. Friends don't gatekeep. Nope. Oh, Deloria, I started reading the Loki one. You shared that one, right? That was you? It's good. It is. I was surprised how much I have been enjoying it. I didn't finish it yet. One of those that's got a little bit of a plot, but not much of one. And I like reading that. I have to, but like 1 chapter per day. So it's going to take me a while to get through. Gotcha. What? No! I like the whole story. I don't skip it. I don't skip to it, and I don't skip the other sections. You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting mouth in my words. I got something. Oh, that's right. I have to give that to him, which is fine. I'm selling everything else. They really should have been public. I can understand why they didn't, though. I get it. Because they would have to change around a lot of stuff. Or at least base it off of some other, like, mythology. For it to work better, I think. You know? Deloria, the smut whisperer. It's true. Oh, what happened? I got a thingy. Yo! We made $9,400 yesterday? That's incredible. That's so good. 48K, that's incredible! In 7 hours. Wow. She's doing amazing. Homesteader? Oh, because I got 250K worth. Nice. Very nice. All right, besties. We're going to end it here for today, my friends. So a couple of things about tomorrow, just to let you know what's going on. Tomorrow is our big plus push celebration for us hitting the Partner Plus program, level 2 on Twitch, 70/30 split. This is a thank you day tomorrow, okay? So, I want you to know that everything that we're doing tomorrow is going to be accessible to everybody. You're going to be able to use channel points for our Stardew Valley crowd control. You're going to be able to participate in marbles for free, whether you're subbed or not. And I have giveaways that I'm going to do throughout the entire day. I'm going to be doing sticker giveaways to you. You're going to be able to choose the kind. And I just hope that you enjoy tomorrow with me. This is really just a big, you know, celebration, a big thank you for the last 3 months of my life, our lives in the channel, everything together. So it's going to be a feral Friday, all right? It's like when you get a party in the classroom at the end of the quarter in school. Exactly. Exactly. With, like, prime snacks, too. Posted? Okay. worries, Scottish, no worries. We'll go the full 6 hours tomorrow because I really want us to have enough time. Today, it just ended up how it ended up. I didn't think that we would be with the Stalker Sebastian mod for that long. I thought we would only be in there for like 2 hours max, but ended up not being so. And if I played more, I don't know if we'd even hit the wedding for how much time we've got left today, so I'm just gonna call it. So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be great. Be here at 12 p.m. Eastern time, our normal time. I will see you then. Be good and kind to yourselves and each other. And take care of yourselves tonight. Do a little something for you, okay? Remember, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is a big self-care month. So do something for yourself after stream today, after work today, tonight, okay? I love you. Bye! Bye, Deloria! Silver, Toodaloo, Capitano, Prudence, Jen, SMG, Willie, Easily, thank you for everything, Scottish, Silver, Golden, thanks for all the clips today, seriously, you absolute legend. Half Size, Simmer, Bear Witch, Johnny. Goodbye, everybody.